So earlier today, I was having a conversation with my mom because we were talking about my graduation and all this stuff, and how proud of me she was. And she was saying, "Oh, maybe one day you'll have kids, and you'll understand like what this feeling is, like this happiness feeling. Like I know you happy, but being a parent is it's also a very good thing." And I love it. I love how proud she is of me. I love how happy she is of me. But that kids thing, I was trying my hardest, and I'd be like, "Girl, that ain't happening. You forget about that. Like this is for me. This is for me." And I'm at that age now where a lot of people are starting to have kids, and it's like you starting to see more baby showers than you are weddings, which is crazy to me. But I'm more of a marriage type guy. I don't do the kids, but let's get married. Like, let's put all our energy and resources into each other. But anyway, I was thinking, I was like, I'm gonna make a video, give my top 5 reasons. This is like a video diary for me, and I'm just happen to be sharing it. But some of my top 5 reasons of why I do not want kids. Number one is I don't like to do stuff that I don't want to do. Why would I willingly bring somebody into this world so I can do a bunch of stuff that I don't want to do? I don't want to interact with the K-12 school system again. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to have to haul a kid back and forth to daycare, to practice, to who shot John, all this. No, I'm not for that. I am a party boy. I like to go out and party. I like to do what I want to do. I cannot imagine having to lug a child everywhere and do a bunch of stuff that I don't want to do. Number two is I like to spend my money on me. I have expensive hobbies. Sneakers are expensive. Video games are expensive. I like to travel, stuff like that. And I can't do that if I got a child. And I'm not willing to sacrifice those things for somebody that didn't need to be here. 3, I don't want to have that responsibility. The thought of being legally and solely responsible for another human being, why would I want that? I have never looked at a child and said, yeah, I want this one day. Never. I've never lived like that. And I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest of 3. I've never looked at a child and thought, I would like one on my own. That's just never a thought that I had. 4, teaching somebody how to exist. I do not want to have to sit a child down and explain to them why the world is as messed up as it is. I don't have that in me to sit a child, because then now I'm also going to be sitting there. If they think anything like me and if they can sit down and critically think about the world, and they bring up the question of, well, why did you have me if you knew the world was this messed up? Now that heart shattered. I don't have it in me to explain that to a child, because the reason that I would have to get them as to why I had them would be selfish. It would be a selfish reason. It would be something that would be starting with I. And that's just not, I don't have the capacity to do that. Number 5 is I don't want that type of stress. Life is stressful enough. I could not imagine having to add it on stress of making sure somebody else eat at night, making sure somebody else got what they need, making sure they got X, Y, and Z. If I was going to do that, I'm going to get that to a dog. I'd rather get that type of energy and time to a dog as opposed to another human being. It's enough kids here already. I don't need to have one. But hey, maybe one day my mama will realize, well, hell, by the time I get 50, I guess, and she realized I ain't had that yet, I guess she'll finally be like, well, I guess he was serious. I was dead serious.
Am I an a-hole for saying I'll drive myself and pay for my own room on an upcoming family vacation so I won't have to be a babysitter? Look, I'm child free, and I'm always repeatedly stuck playing the part of the helper and the babysitter on family outings. So I had to move out of my parents' house because I kept being forced to help watch my 3 nephews. Last year, we took a family vacation in summer to the coast. I rode along with my parents and they paid for my hotel room. Only thing is, I had to share that room with 3 rowdy boys because my sister and her husband wanted a room to themselves. I was promised time to do my own things on the vacation, but instead, I ended up having to help with these kids. I complained to everyone about it and was reminded I was there for free. And then we pretty much just did only one thing I wanted to do, which was tour an art gallery. I like doing this whenever I'm on the coast, but the kids find it boring. So this year, my parents have a beach trip planned for June, and they assumed I'd be riding along just like last year, the same thing as last year. But I absolutely refused. I said, I'm driving myself and I'm paying for my own hotel, so I can stay in my own room. My parents were shocked and they tried to remind me of the cost. And I said, it's no worries. I got it. I have a good job and a decent running car. I can afford it. So that's when the buts this and the but that started. So I stated previously, listing things that why I'll be driving myself and paying for myself. I want to be able to enjoy this vacation as an adult and not be treated like a child like last year. My parents told my sister, and she called to blow up at me, that I'll be ruining the vacation and if I'm off doing my own thing while she has to wrangle her 3 boys. And so I ended up yelling at her. I was like, last year, all she did was rope me into her mess. I didn't really get to do much of anything I wanted to do. I was treated like the bad person for just wanting to go to an art gallery. I am a grown woman. I deserve my own vacation too. So my sister is not speaking to me now, and my parents are still trying to convince me to just ride with them to keep the peace. I'm still refusing, but the pressure is kind of getting to me, I'm not going to lie. So am I the a-hole for not giving in? I don't know. I know they'll have a pretty hard time when they won't have another person there to help. But is that really my problem? So this is a Reddit story. I want to give my little 2 cents, and I think that he is definitely not the a-hole. Okay, they are taking advantage of him because he doesn't have kids, and that's not fair. I feel like if you have kids, those are your responsibility. It's not your responsibility to pawn it off on someone else to ruin their vacation so you could have a good vacation. You made that choice. You made the active choice to have kids, so now you made your bed, now you have to lie in it. Not the a-hole.
I'm child free, and my favorite quote is, fuck them kids. I'm child free, so that means I'm only responsible for me. I'm child free, and I can eat girl dinner any day of the week. I'm child free, and when someone asks me, do I have kids? I say, hell no. I'm child free, and I'm gonna quit that job because I don't have no mouths to feed. I'm child free. I don't think I'm selfish for putting my mental health first in this economy. I'm child free. I'm always down to go to brunch any day of the week. I'm child free, and when a circumstance come up, I'll be like, at least I don't got no kids. Thank you, God. I'm child free. I stay away from them baby daddies because they're contaminated in my eyes. I'm child free. Just because I don't want no kids don't mean I hate them. I'm child free. Yes, I will meet you in Miami by noon.
What are y'all doing to your mental to be comfortable being pregnant under this administration? Like, how are y'all so comfortable? Like, this economy is tanking. The future, we don't know what that's looking like. And then on top of that, being pregnant under this administration? Oh, horror, a nightmare. And I live in a red state. I'm going to the gym. It's the only shirt I had. Don't get it twisted. It's blue over here. It's blue over here. I don't know how y'all are so comfortable. And like I said, I want to have a child. My husband and I, we would love to have just one. We are definitely one and doneer type of people. We know that. But it's like being pregnant in Oklahoma as a black woman under dump, baby.
I'm almost 43. I'm child free. This was done intentionally. I don't think that I should ever be shamed for my choice not to have a child. I'm an aunt, and I would be pulled limb from limb for those kids, but I still don't want any. I feel like we've been conditioned by society to feel like as women, it's like our life's purpose because we were gifted by God to have children. And I've always known at a very young age that was not something that I wanted to participate in. So as your big sister or aunt, I want to tell you young ladies, if you decide not to have kids, that is okay, my love. And if you do want to have kids, baby, listen to me. It should be a well thought out, planned thing, and you should absolutely take into consideration the person that you are having that kid or those children with. This is not something that God intended for you to do alone. And that's happening way too much in our society. I love you. Whatever you decide, I love you.
When you ain't got no damn kids, you can do shit like this. I just got home from work. The only damn thing I hear is my thoughts. And when I get out this bathtub, you know what I'm finna do? Not a goddamn thing. And probably in about an hour or two, I'm gonna go get me some dinner. For me. Fuck you and your chicken strips, nigga. And after dinner, I'm gonna take me a nap. In silence. I ain't gotta do homework. I can do homework. Two different H's, baby. And when it come to that damn kitchen, the only motherfucking dish in that bitch is mine. And I'ma clean them tomorrow. Hell, I might even go to the movies tonight. And go see Weapons. Fuck them dogs too. While you taking Scruffy out, I'm playing with mine. So the moral of the story is, it ain't gotta be one. Cause I ain't got no damn kids. And while I'm on this thought process, anybody got any kids I can claim for next year's taxes? A nigga's struggling, I don't know what the fuck to do. God damn. All right, that's it. Bye.
Here's the thing. I really feel like I can live my life like completely irresponsibly because I don't have no kids. Like, it's 3 a.m. I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. Why? Because I don't have no kids. I'm eating Whataburger. Why? Because I don't have no kids. I'm outside all weekend. Why? Because I don't have any kids. It's like I'm an adult, but I'm not an adult. Why? Because I don't have any kids.
Whenever I tell people that I don't want to have kids and they tell me some shit like that's selfish, I be so confused because is that supposed to be insulting? Like, truly. It's like, duh, bitch. Hello, that's the point. I can be selfish. You know why I can be selfish? Because I don't have no little human dependent on me, and I don't have no life enmeshed with some man that's going to be emotionally detached to my decisions that I'm going to have to consider in every aspect. No, I don't want to do that. That doesn't sound interesting. I like freedom. I like sovereignty. I like to do what the fuck I want, when I want, how I want. I don't need permission. I don't need to answer to nobody. I love that. That's the point. So yes, because it's my life and my life is about myself. Why would I not be selfish?
And I be seeing videos on here from the childless women who think they're so much smarter than us that had kids and tell us all the great things they can do because they don't have kids. And I'm here to tell you, you motherfucking right. You motherfucking right. Don't do it, bitch. You could just get up and go. You don't gotta deal with no baby daddy when you break up with somebody. You literally never have to talk to them ever again. I remember when I was child free, I had family members asking, like, you know, when I would have a family and stuff. Then after I had these damn kids and nobody would watch them, I ain't have no village, they would be like, I told you so. Bitch, you told me this shit was sunshine and rainbows. You motherfucking lied. That's why me as a mother and a single mother, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I love my kids, love them. I think all parents do. So if you do have kids, it's not the end of the world. But if you don't listen to fucking society. Don't let nobody pressure. They are tricking you, bitch. Misery loves company. Like, I really think because people suffer, they want other people to suffer. I would never encourage nobody to do this shit. I don't give a fuck. Especially they cutting Medicaid and food stamps and all that shit. I don't got none of that shit, but it would be nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, y'all be acting like y'all don't want free money, especially when you have these damn kids and how much they eat in a summer break. Listen. Anyways, I'm about to go give my kids a shower and wash their hair and get them dressed to go watch some fireworks, which I don't even want to do, but they had a whole breakdown.
Y'all would never convince me that not having kids is not a flex. Y'all would never convince me that not having kids is not a flex. Okay? We see it. We see a lot of y'all poor decisions. Because a lot of y'all have kids that ain't got no business having kids. We see that. Okay? So I need y'all to stop. Being able to get up and go as you like is a flex. Being able to spend your money on what you want to spend it on is a flex. Being able to have your house be intact and do nice things without having to worry about stains all over and smell all over is a flex. Being able to have discernment to control your womb and not give it to any and everybody. And for the men, being able to have dick discipline and not just nutting up in everything with a pulse is a flex. Being able to plan your life out and execute it flawlessly without any disruption of 9 months is a flex. A lot of y'all poor decisions be beating the hell out of y'all nowadays. Y'all would never convince me that not having kids, especially if you chose to not have kids, that is a flex. If you operate with discipline, that is a flex.